most importantly, great credit to the government of Nepal for taking this initiative. Uh, and I think it speaks of the kind of thinking that is there in the government today. Uh, One is, despite a lot of waning interest in climate and climate finance in recent times, I believe it is still very, very relevant and important. Um, and while the funding environment has come down, there is still a lot of access to resources conversation that needs to be done. And I feel that that's my kind of the third key takeaway, that there is a access to resource conversation that I think is a big part of the missing puzzle, which is yet to be addressed. There are a few things. One is a forum like this, the Sagar Mata Sambad, is the starting point of raising that level of awareness that we are serious about this conversation and affects our people more than some of the other countries, perhaps. It's important to have a multi-stakeholder dialogue, a multi-country dialogue, and find a coalition of the willing from the glacier, Sagar Mata, to the ocean. It has a lively ecosystem. It's one river. It goes through many countries. In many cases, it goes through many contexts. We discussed the ocean to small island development states which have similar issues. So that is one. And yet again, apart from government to government, multilateral agencies, I think international NGOs such as ours, Practical Action, have a huge role to play in advocacy, not only in the Western and probably the European governments, but also kind of create that one seamless conversation between their government and all. So again, I feel that a platform like this is the starting of dialogue, Sambad, but I think there is more that needs to be done in terms of affirmative action. And a significant part of that affirmative action, if you want to have hope, and somebody says hope, then hope needs action. And again, I want to re-emphasize that multilateralism and creating an ecosystem of solution providers, international NGOs being at the forefront, is very, very important. And as Practical Action, I believe that we have a huge role to play in solving some of the issues of the people who are unfortunately at the front line of climate crisis and climate-induced crises. So there are two parts of it. It's a journey. And unfortunately, the speed at which, the pace at which the climate-related disasters are happening is much faster than the responses that we are doing. So the differential speeds means that there are more people who are at hazard and at risk. As Practical Action, but also as the community at large with other organizations, many programs, I think we have made a start, early warning system, but it is, to be honest, far from adequate. Resourcing is one consideration. The number of sites, for instance, is there. So we have a proof of concept, but again, we have not been able to scale it as much as we should have liked it to be. Again, it goes back to linking the right kind of finance being available. And the third is Adhunika, modern technology, which we need to start using. I think there is a lot of potential in integrating artificial intelligence, AI, generative components, and using, we heard digital twin, for instance, using other systems of technology, cyber physical systems, CPSs, etc., to kind of create more lasting technologies. So I think there is quite a bit of way to go. It's not quite adequate. We've made a start, but I think there is more work that definitely needs to be done for us to meet this demand-supply gap.